need to stop share and admit everyone. Okay. All right. I think everyone is in here now.
Awesome.
We can get started. I'm going to mute myself, okay?
Okay, and Amber, you'll just check to see if anyone pops in.
Yes, I'll get notified. Yep.
Hey, friends. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday night. We are so pumped to have you here with us. Thank you for coming to hang out with us and listen to these incredible women tell these incredible stories and just kind of sit back and relax and take notes if you want to and listen. Make sure you have your little mocktail or cocktail tonight. We are really excited that you are kind of interested in seeing all the things that we do and what we have to share. And like it says on the screen, grab a drink, get comfy, and just kind of sit back and relax. We want to can we do our little boomerang, friends? Does everyone have their cups? Okay, so if you brought your little cocktail or mocktail, I don't even care. I have water, okay? So it's really all good. But Amber, can you put the screen up where you can see all of us? Because I am not able to do that. Okay. All right, so everyone kind of hold your drinks up and we're going to do a little boomerang. Amber, can you take this? Because I can't see everyone. I'm so sorry. I can't put everyone on the screen. Can you just do everything?
Too. I'll do it too.
Okay, perfect. All right, ready? So hold your cups up and just cheers until someone says stop. Woo, we could keep going. We could keep cheersing all night if we want to.
Because you're all so funny. Okay,
awesome.
Get one. Did somebody else get one too?
I think Allison was taking one. Allison, did you get it?
I got a video. For some reason, boomerang wasn't working. I got a video though. That's all looking silly.
That's all right. We'll make that work too. All right. So literally, I've got to say this, friends. If we are not having fun, we're just doing it wrong. And so I hope that you can kind of just relax and listen. We're going to get started. I'm actually going to share my story first. Just super excited to be here and super excited that I have this opportunity to share my story. My personal journey started about, oh my gosh, it's been over 4 years now. And I really was at rock bottom. This was in February of 2017, and I was at rock bottom. Postpartum depression, anxiety. I had just had, shortly before that, our fourth boy. I'm a mom to 4 boys, and there is never a dull moment in this house. And we're also a military family. My husband is active duty Air Force. And so I just had my fourth boy. It was a couple months later, and I had an awful sugar addiction. I was 45 pounds overweight, and like I had said, postpartum depression was hitting big time, and I had rock bottom stare at me straight in the face. And so I had no plan B. I had absolutely no plan B. I was actually just kind of scared of remaining the same. And so I was doing the whole scroll and eye roll thing on social media because I'm like, there is no way that all these people are this happy. Like, this is crazy. And so I did. I caught myself scrolling and just wishing and like, oh, must be nice. Oh, she makes it look easy. That's probably easy for her. All of those things that kind of go through. And I had a preschool mom that kept sharing her journey. And so if it weren't for her sharing her journey, I'm not sure where I would be. And so I reached out to her, and I have a super competitive nature. And so I was like, all right, if she could do this, I can do this too. And so from rock bottom, I had reached out to her and said, what are you doing? And sure enough, it was Beachbody. She was it was, her workouts, her quick workouts every day. And, she was putting the work in the kitchen. And I was like, whatever you need, I need this too. And so I went all in. And I know sometimes we're like, well, what does that even mean? Like, what does going all in even mean? And I kid you not, with a baby in tow and crawling all over me and underneath me, I had my little $5 yoga mat from Walmart and my little 4-pound weights, I think, at that time. And every single day, as hard as it was, I got up and I chose to sweat, and I got up and I put really hard work in the kitchen. And I had this community, and I had the support. And so a couple weeks later, I did 21 Day Fix. I did lots of programs. A couple weeks later, I noticed that my first little transformation that was happening was my energy levels. And I'm like, okay, this is awesome. About just under 6 months later, and many programs later, I was able to lose 45 pounds. My smile came back to my face, and I felt really comfortable. I loved who was looking back at me when I looked in the mirror. And so I had this opportunity just a couple months into coaching to share my journey and my story. And I was so scared to do it because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have any certifications or anything like that. Like, me, a coach? And I said yes anyway, because there was this tugging on my heart that said, if I can help other moms and other women feel like this, I need to do that. And so I said yes. I jumped in, I took the leap of faith, and I'm like, yes, I am committing to this coaching thing because I wanted to help other women, other moms. And so after that, there is one thing that I will always share. And I waited to start sharing my journey until I had this huge, incredible transformation. And if there is one thing that I could go back and change about that, it would be I would have started sharing my journey way sooner than I did. Way sooner. To take people through my journey instead of show up and say, hey, this is my transformation. But now it doesn't matter because I still have that story. I still have that transformation. We're always a work in progress. So I'm constantly transforming, and I have the power to tell my story. And through our story, we have the power and the opportunity to change lives. And here I am over 4 years later. And I get to be with these incredible women and all these incredible leaders and coaches on the call tonight that you are about to hear more from. Allison, you're up, girl.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's so great to see so many people, and I'm so excited to be here with you. So my story is completely different from Katie's. I don't live in Florida. My husband does not, work for the military. He's like a corporate guy who crunches numbers. I'm a stay-at-home mom, though, and I have 3 boys, just one shy of Katie. So there is that similarity. But yeah, my story is different. I live in California. I have 3 little boys. I live with my husband, and I am a stay-at-home mom. And prior to doing this wonderful coaching business, I was in corporate recruiting in HR. It was a job that sucked the life out of me. So I got the opportunity to stay home with my boys, and that was the best decision ever. But I'm coming up on being a mom for 9 years. And about a year ago, I met Amber through social media when she was sharing her journey. She's my coach. And I was going through something similar to her. I had to have a preventative double mastectomy and a preventative hysterectomy due to a BRCA gene mutation. And so a year ago, I underwent that surgery, and I was kind of watching her, tell her story. And similar to Katie, I kind of thought like, wow, if she can do that, I can do that too. I really do believe in the power of stories. And I think that is what is so cool about these calls. And so getting to sign up as a coach was kind of hilarious when I look back, because truly when I clicked that button, it wasn't like I was like, yeah, I'm starting my coaching business. It was just all about digging into my own fitness journey after having a surgery and rebuilding my strength and kind of getting back confidence, just didn't know what my range of motion would look like. And so I started with bar and then progressed into like 80-day obsession, and then all the other programs since then, I think, that have come out, my favorite being MBF. And so if you know anything about our programs, that is my favorite, MBF and MBFA, and I'm actually doing it again right now. So it's been a journey though. And like regularly, I have learned that there's all these tips and tricks that you can do to get yourself mindset wise back on track. And that is probably the biggest blessing that coaching has offered me in this year, because it has been a really hard year, and coming back from surgery was a really hard year. And it's taught me things about myself that I just never really expected or had been tapping into as a mom and giving so much to my kids. And I just am loving having kind of something that is on my own and getting to help other people start their journey is the best part about this, like hands down. And whenever I get like lost, not only do I have tips and tricks to stay on track for my own fitness and my own mindset, but I go back to the fact that I'm so lucky that I get to help other people do that as well. So if anybody has any questions, I'm here to answer them. And I would not be where I am post-surgery, strength-wise, mental-wise, without this opportunity. So it's great to be here with everyone. Thanks for letting me share. I don't know if that was 5 minutes. It might have been like 3.
Hi, everyone. Can you all hear me okay? Yeah? Okay, cool. So I'm Amber. I started my Beachbody journey 3 years ago in March, and Val is my coach, and she had reached out to me for probably a good 7 or 8 months before I was like, all right, fine, I'll try it. She invited me, and every time she would invite me, I would say, nope, I'm good.
I'm on it.
This.
Like,
And it
Listen to it, but
finally
I can't get it to show up.
got to a point. Hold on a second. I'm gonna hit the mute button here. And it finally got to a point where I was like, all right, I really need a change. I had gained like 10 pounds in a very short period of time, and I wasn't feeling really good in my skin. And I have a history of an eating disorder when I was in college, and I could feel, those feelings and stuff coming back. So I gave Val a chance, and the day that I purchased, I called later that afternoon to cancel because I was like, what the heck did I just do? Like, what did I even buy? I didn't even know. I had no idea. And I wanted nothing to do with Shakeology. I was like totally against it. So I actually started out with our performance line, so our pre and post workout, because I really didn't want anything to do with what I thought was a Slim Fast Shake. And then I started doing the programs. 80-Day Obsession is what I started with. And within the first month, I loved the results that I had gotten because it was exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to feel that way in my skin. And so in May of 18, so almost 3 years ago, I signed up as what we call a discount coach. I thought I was coaching, but I was like dabbling in it. It wasn't really a thing. And then in October that year, my husband and I started following Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. If I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but it is a program basically where you follow it to try to really get out of debt and live financially free. And so we were looking at all of our finances and trying to figure out like what we could cut. And I had been drinking Shakeology. And of course, like I looked at Beachbody On Demand, Shakeology, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I love this stuff and I don't want to give it up. But it's like one of the first things that I thought about cutting from our budget. And so I'm a Christian and I prayed about it. It was about end of October, beginning of November. I was like, all right, I'm going to pray about this. Do I give it up? Do I keep going? Like, what do I do here? And in December, I felt really, really strong pull on my heart to coach, to go all in, to just do whatever it is that coaches do, because I had no idea what I was even doing. And on January 1st of 2019, I was like, all right, I'm all in. And Val had invited me to go to our big team, like super weekend event is typically in Pittsburgh, because that's where a lot of our team is kind of located. And so it's about 4 hours for me. I live in upstate New York. And so I had to be there on Friday. Thursday night, I was like, all right, Val, I'm going. And so I hopped in my car on Friday and I went, and I was sold. I loved every minute of it. The stories I heard were so, so inspiring. The people are amazing. Like, seriously, coaches, Beachbody coaches are like the best people on the planet because they're super positive, they're uplifting. It just brought me so much joy to be part of this. And so I really started coaching because I wanted to help pay off some debt, right? Because we were following our financial peace journey. And I can tell you that my husband and I are credit card debt free. And that happened shortly after I started coaching. We were able to pay off like the final little bit of it. And it's been awesome. Like, we've been really using that stuff. And now actually all of my Beachbody income is paying for my husband to go back to college in the fall. So if it really wasn't for this opportunity, we wouldn't be where we are today. And I love it. I love it so much. And I love hearing everybody's stories. I know Allison mentioned the BRCA stuff, and that played a huge role in, everything. I started sharing my story, and I had a double mastectomy in August of 19, which was a really hard decision. But if it wasn't for coaching and putting myself out there, I wouldn't have connected with the right people to get me to where I am today. And so without, I know I'm like taking up some of Allison's time here. She was like 3 minutes and now I'm 8 minutes, but yeah.
I wouldn't have had my surgery without you. Like, that's freaking crazy. I could have gotten breast cancer without finding you.
It's so true. So basically the bottom line is all of this stuff, all of coaching, it just sort of snowballs together, and we all come together because we're all meant to be together. And it's just a really, really awesome opportunity that we all have. Okay. So I am going to stop talking and I'm going to let Val do her thing.
All right, everyone, welcome. We are so excited to have you guys here. Like, thank you for taking your free time and spending this time with us so you can learn more about this amazing opportunity that you guys see us show up day in and day out for. So some of you guys don't know me, but I have been a coach now for 4 years. I just hit my 4-year anniversary yesterday, which is pretty cool that I can say that, but I'm kind of like, how has it been 4 years? It's flown by. And a lot has happened in those 4 years. Like, I feel like my life has evolved so much more in these past 4 years than it has in my entire life. And I'm sneaking up on 40, you guys. Like, that's crazy. But I feel better at almost 40 than I did in my 20s, than I did in my 30s. Like, I'm talking like best ever from the inside out. And so that is all due to coaching, because unlike some of the other coaches that you heard share their stories, I actually started as a coach and I wanted to be a coach. I had it in my mind for a while, and that's because I was a big Shaun T lover. I fell in love with him and his programs because, as some of you guys know, I have twins. I actually have 4 kids, but they're coming up on 8 in May. They're going to be turning 8. And when I had them, I couldn't go to the gym any longer. And I was a gym junkie. I lived at the gym and I ate like crap. And I went through periods where I didn't eat a lot, and then I would be starving, and then I would eat a ton. And it was just this whole disordered eating, and it was out of control, right? So I didn't know anything about nutrition, but I did know that I liked working out and I liked how it felt. So I got into this through the programs. And that was way back when Shanti just first came out. He was on that infomercial. My husband bought the DVDs. Like, I started with those DVDs and I was hooked. So with that being said, like, I mean, I always have been competitive, athletic, and I was a cheerleader. I was on competition squads, all of that, like growing up, but I never knew how to eat right. That has always been the issue. And I felt like garbage all the time because I wasn't fueling myself right. And so it wasn't until I had kids that I was like, I need to figure this out. Like, I knew I needed to figure it out because I struggled and I wanted the answer for a really long time. Like, I wanted someone to help me. You guys, I needed help. I had no idea where to go, and I searched everywhere and I tried everything out there and nothing worked. So this is why I am so stinking passionate, is because it has helped me and my life and what I needed. And if I could just help one person before they get to way later in life, I'm going to save them a lot of, a lot of trouble, a lot of disordered stuff, right? So this is such a blessing. It is a gift. And I just want to shout it for the rooftops. And I feel like if everybody knew really what network marketing was, they'd run with their arms wide open, because we are professional friend makers. We are professional problem solvers. We have a gift and we are out there giving it. I mean, we are made, and whatever you believe in, it doesn't matter. Us beings are made to serve. We are fulfilled when we're helping others. And that's exactly what our job is. It's the coolest job on the planet, because what job pays you to better yourself and be an example by what you're doing for yourself and just sharing that with others and helping others to do the same thing? It's the coolest thing. So I know I'm not really fully telling my story. I'm kind of talking more about like the blessing, but let me back up a little bit. And I've had my story intertwined there, but I hear so many people say, I don't have time. I'm telling you, because I talk to a lot of women. They say, because honestly, you guys, we don't have time. Nobody has time. Life is busy. And that is the beauty of life, is no time. And let me share something about Amber that she didn't share with you. This woman wakes up at 4 a.m. She used to commute before quarantine, before working from home was like legit everybody's life. And she would drive an hour to work and home every day and was coaching. And she was a successful coach and working full time out of college, and working out and taking care of herself and her kids. She has 2 young kids. You guys, legit, anyone can do this. Anyone can do anything they want. You just have to have purpose and passion, and you have to be intentional with your time. So an hour a day, and I'm not telling you to sit down and work for 1 hour, because that's not how I do it. And I'm going to talk more about that, and I'm getting a little off track, but you can do this. Okay. So I stay home now, but I was working before I had kids. I worked a full-time job and a part-time job in a private practice. And I'm a now retired speech language pathologist. I was in the business for 13 years and I loved it, but I was overworked. I was overstressed. The paperwork was insane and it was sucking the life out of me. I couldn't pour into my kids and my family. And I was starting to search for something more. So it wasn't until after my twins and coaching was on my mind, I saw my coach showing up day in and day out. She got to go do these, she was going to Las Vegas, and I saw her with like these group of coaches, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that. I had that mentality, like I could do that. Like, I don't even really know what she's doing, but I know she's doing insanity. Like, but what is this coaching thing? Like, I never really legit knew what it was until I started doing it, right? Like, I didn't fully understand, and I started to learn about nutrition, but not fully until I became a coach. because it made me better. It made me want to be better, and it made me want to be accountable. And it made me want to learn so much that I could share with others, right? Like I wanted to be the ultimate example, but I wanted to share for everybody else as well. So it not only has held me accountable and gotten me the best results of my life, but I'm also, helping others and other people's families and my kids, like my girls, like I want to be a Beachbody coach. Like they see me doing this and they see how much joy it brings to my life, but they want to do it too. Like they know it fills my cup. It makes me better Val, wife, mom, human being, because every day we pour ourselves with personal development. We know what books to read based on where we're struggling. We are a community. We all lean in together. And I honestly didn't know that I needed this until I did it. I didn't know this community existed until I did it, you guys. Like I didn't know that I could make all this time. Okay, sure. I have 3 baskets of laundry in the other room that has been sitting there legit since I did laundry on Friday. It's clean, but it's not folded. But you know why? Because I love what I do. I love it so much. It pours from my being. You see it, right? Day in and day out. So I talk a lot. I'm going to stop. But that's basically like how I got started. I knew like in the back of my mind, because of all the things that I already shared, that I wanted to do this, but it was just making that jump and taking that first initial step. And I reached out to my coach who I was like, I want to go with her because I know she's successful. I know that she has an amazing team. I know that she's going to know how to lead me because she's had success too. And I signed up with her. And I was just one of those people that's like, I want to coach. So I started 1 month postpartum with a newborn baby, 40 pounds to lose. And I just started showing up and enjoying and just like sharing along the way and asking everyone, people that I knew, but people that I didn't really know, if they wanted to do this with me, because I knew that I was going to get my results and I wanted to bring everyone with me. And that's exactly how I started. And I've never looked back, and I've had amazing success. Our team is growing and we love each other. We're friends that have turned into family. And I don't know where I would be right now without all of this. So if you are feeling like this could be the thing for you, come on, you got to just jump in and try it out. And if you decide this isn't for you, hey, guess what? We're not going to hold you to it. We don't want to make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. So that being said, I'm going to pass the baton. I talk too much, and bye. Thanks for listening, guys.
And bye. That was funny, Val. Thank you so much. That was awesome. All right. So maybe you're asking, like, this is kind of the fun stuff is really coming because Kirsten gets to talk about that, I think. But this is also really fun too, because you might be saying, okay, I see all these coaches, your coach, other coaches, your team, what's going on and how they do this and what they do and when they do it. And this is why we've got you. Okay. We've got you covered. What does our work look like as a coach? Well, I can't tell you how the work looks like for you or for somebody else, because that's the coolest thing. It's going to look different for all of us. And if you think for 1 second, if this thought crossed your mind that you have to sell, I'm going to go a little bold here and say that you're probably not in the right place. And the reason why I say that is because let's replace the word sell with share. We are sharing our stories. We're sharing our journeys. We're sharing motivation, inspiration. We're sharing all of the tools. And that is what this coaching business is all about. We share, we show up and we share. We're not here to share all of the good things and just the good things because nobody can relate to that. Okay. Yes. Kirsten just said we are professional problem solvers, and that is, we have a solution to everyone's problems. And I think that is just really, really cool. And so I'm going to tell you, the work has changed for me so much about what the work looks like, because it truly meets you with where you are at any season in life. I always share this part of my journey. My husband deployed, well, for a second time, but he deployed for an entire year. And at that point in time, I was here by myself, raising 4 boys, filling in my little pockets of sunshine, is what I like to call them, in the football pickup line and in the car line at school, after they went to bed, before they got up. And so this is why when I tell you, you are going to make it work for you in your pockets of time, whether you are a stay-at-home mom, or you're a work-at-home mom, or you work full-time, or you work part-time. Whatever you put into this, you are going to get out of it. And so for any reason, if you think you had to sell, just replace that with share. And we're showing up in these pockets of time to share our story, to share how we did this, and to share how we still make it work. And I'm going to tell you this, the level of accountability that coaching gives you is why I guarantee you every single one of us that have been here for a while are still here. Because you get an extra level of accountability with this incredible community of support. Now, I do have to brag just a minute, because we are part of a top team. Our trainings are incredible. Our trainings are endless. You are never, ever alone in this work as a coach. We have a solution to all of the coaching things too. So yes, we have a solution to everyone's problems, but we also have a solution to all of the coaching questions and things that come up too, to truly be able to share and serve. And so whatever you put into this coaching is what you're going to see come out of it. You can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, you can do it as a hobby if you just want to invite your friends and family or your neighbors or people that are close to you. There's so many different ways, and there's so many different paths that you can take as a coach, and you just never know where that path is going to lead you. I signed up for the discount because I needed to save every single penny. I think we heard Amber say her hesitation about it. I signed up as a discount coach because I needed to save money. I was also on my journey for selfish reasons. So I needed to reach my goals. And I had the opportunity to be able to share and show up. And I kept choosing that. And that relates with so many other people that are watching you. And that is truly what the work looks like. The work is you showing up and sharing and inspiring and connecting with people. How cool is it? Like Carson said, we're professional friend makers. We get to connect with people and listen to their stories, help them solve their problems, and invite them on this incredible journey to give them the opportunity to change their lives too. And then we grow a team from that. So hopefully that helped. Who's next? So here comes the fun part. All right, Kirsten, you're up.
Hi guys. So one of the most fun things that we do as coaches is get together in person. We do a lot of our correspondence online. We work out at home, we connect via Zoom. But one of the coolest things that we do as a team is we put on our own team retreats, and that is something that happens outside of what anything corporate does to sponsor. And basically the way that it works is we give you benchmarks, and it's really cool because you get to earn this reward. But it also builds your business. So it's like a super motivating incentive to get you to work hard in your business, but the reward is amazing and really fun. So, it's kind of fun to talk about what we're going to do really soon here in the next 2 weeks. We actually have just planned our next retreat from 2 weeks from today. And coaches had to earn their spot to get there. We rented a condo on the beach, and we are basically going to get together. We are going to cook some healthy foods, obviously throw some treats in there, have some cocktails.
hire in a professional photographer to come in and take pictures so that we can use that for our business. We are going to get dressed up, go out one night. We are literally also just going to hang out in our PJs and just chill. So I like to say sometimes that these are like moms gone wild. No, just kidding. You don't have to be a mom to be on here. I wasn't a mom when I started coaching, but coaches gone wild, if you will. But it is just a really nice way to get a break from life as we are all busy doing things, especially in a pandemic like this. And so you earn this trip. There will be gifts and prizes and just lots of fun. But the other thing that happens is you get connected to this community and you get to sorry, my internet was just saying unstable, so now that distracted me. You will get training there too. So we're not only going to obviously have fun and socialize, but we are going to share best practices with you. And that's what happens when you become part of the community, is that your success is our success. So we aren't tearing each other down. We're fixing each other's crowns. I mean, that's really how this business operates. And so we do that as a team in general. And I talked a lot about this specific retreat, but that's what it looks like. Pretty much on a yearly basis, we do this, but we also have opportunities to earn trips through corporate too. So they do a lot of extra stuff as an incentive for you to build your business. A free trip to Punta Cana is what's on the schedule for next year, and you get to take a guest. So it's a great way to take a spouse. If maybe, I know my husband and I had never gone away together, and we went to Punta Cana, gosh, it was 4 years ago now. On a trip like this, all expense paid, inclusive. I went on a cruise, all expense paid, all inclusive resort, that I didn't have the money to take a vacation or the money to get time off from work. And so coaching allowed me to do that. So we have that opportunity and corporate events as well, leadership groups. And I'm telling you, Beachbody as a corporation treats you like royalty when you earn the incentives that they put out there. So you have lots of prizes to earn on a monthly basis, but the bigger things, the retreats, the conferences, you do truly feel like royalty when you go there. But the biggest thing is just being able to connect in person with the community. And as you can hear from all of us, we are super passionate about this, but also it's just another level of people that it's very hard to explain until you're there and part of it, because it's people that are just oozing positivity and wanting to be better every single day. And those are the type of people that you want to be around, because they are who are going to lift you up and make you want to be better every single day. So that is all I have, but hopefully next year you will be on our retreat with us.
All right, back to me. So I know I've kind of already touched on this a little bit, but I'm going to talk a little bit more because I know this is a big concern. Because again, we are all busy. Every single coach on this call, on our teams, are all busy. No matter if you have kids or not, you are busy, because that's the beauty of life, right? If you are living, you're busy. So you can make this work. And the beauty is that this is your own business. Nobody says that you have to work this from 9 to 5. You can work this however it works for you and your schedule. And you guys, it takes time to figure out what works for you. I have changed around my schedule with I've had 2 babies in the mix of being a coach for 4 years. I mean, that's crazy life change. So I have learned to make adjustments in that big life change and to do what works for me. And I can nap when my baby naps, and I can take my kid to the doctor if they're sick. I can go pick them up. Like, that is, again, the beauty of this business. Now, if you're working full time, it's okay too. I was still working when I started this. Many of my coaches work full time and do this, and they're successful doing this. again, you don't have to have a lot of time. You just need to be intentional with your time, and we help you with that. We have an answer, we have a solution to any problem that you might have on how to fit this in. If you want this, if you want to make this work, you will figure it out, right? So really we say, like, if you have maybe an hour, and I'm not saying one whole hour, I'm talking how I do it is in pockets of time. And so I do a little pocket here, and just like Katie was talking, she calls it pockets of sunshine. And with being my main job, well, one of my big jobs, of course, is, you know, being with my littles. My twins go to school, but when my littles are here, I have to take care of them and I have to be present for them. But I work in small pockets when I know, like, after they're fed, okay, I'm going to crank out and talk to some people and make some connections. And it's okay because they know this is when mom does this, and they have some time for cartoons or whatever it is. Everything, I have things scheduled through my day, and they understand when it's play and it's time, and we have things set and structured. Now, if you know, you might need to get up a little bit earlier, I still get up earlier to work the business. I still go to bed. I am the last to bed because I love this business. It's because I choose to do that, right? And that's part of it. When you fall in love with it, you want to do that. And nobody's forcing me to do this, but it's your business, okay? So some, I know coaches work within their lunch hour. I've heard many successful coaches, they do like a small pocket in the morning, they do a small pocket during lunch, and then they do a small pocket in the evening, and they're done. So you could do 15 minutes here and there. I know coaches that, you know, they get a break at work, but they prefer to do a little of their work on their business. So again, it's all trial and error, and everything is figure outable. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just how you want to work this. You don't have to spend hours and hours and hours on it. You just need to be intentional with your time. Okay, so it can work for you. Does that make sense, y'all? All right, I think that's really all I got with that.
Okay, so now I get to share a really, really fun video with you. And also, I'm really sorry if you can hear my washer in the background. I don't know if you can or not, but it's like going insane right now. But this video you are going to watch, and you're going to watch Jane kill it in her business is really what you're going to do. But it's going to give you an overview of how the compensation plan works, okay?
The purpose of this video is to give you a quick overview of the main components of our compensation program. As it is with any business, we don't guarantee any level of success, and we never shy away from the fact that it's going to require work and persistence on your part. But when it comes to income, our goal is that every coach who is willing to work hard and to learn how to be an effective coach can earn an income that will address their financial needs of today while building a sustainable, rewarding level of income for tomorrow as well. So let's take a high-level look at how the Team Beachbody compensation program works. To do that, let me introduce to you Jane. Now, Jane is a new coach who just enrolled today, and she's excited but also a little nervous about getting going. Let's see how Jane's efforts to help people as a coach turns into income for her. Initially, Jane is going to simply share her excitement for what she's doing and invite a few people to join her so they can help hold each other accountable and have fun together in an upcoming challenge group. When Jane got started, she purchased a challenge pack because it had everything she needed to fully participate in a challenge group led by her coach. So, Jane recommends this same solution to some people she knows who have similar goals simply by sharing her excitement and inviting them to join her in the challenge group. Each time someone purchases a challenge pack from Jane, she'll earn a challenge pack bonus. The amount of this bonus will be between $38 and $150 or so, depending on the challenge pack purchased. Each month, Jane's goal is to help at least 3 new people get started with a challenge pack. And by doing this, she'll earn between $144 and $450 in challenge pack bonuses each month. But as a coach, Jane also understands that while helping someone get started on a healthier lifestyle is critically important, helping them sustain that lifestyle is what really matters. Jane's support, along with the Beachbody solutions, help her customers facilitate and maintain their new lifestyle. So after getting their challenge pack, Jane encourages her customers to continue using Shakeology and Beachbody Performance products as part of their daily routine month after month. Jane earns a 25% commission every time one of her customers purchases one of these products. She also earns a 40% commission every time a customer purchases or renews a Beachbody On Demand membership. Now, Jane is doing a great job helping new customers get started each month, as well as supporting her existing customers. And she's invited some of these customers now to become coaches. As Jane begins to build her team of coaches, she teaches them how to do what she did, and they begin to find and help their own customers with Beachbody solutions. As a result, Jane starts to earn weekly bonuses called Team Cycle bonuses from all of those purchases. Now, as Jane's coaches continue to do what she did, they start building their own team of coaches as well. Now Jane's business is really starting to grow. As Jane's coaches start to earn Team Cycle bonuses of their own, Jane is able to earn a 5 to 10% matching bonus on what they earn in recognition of her ongoing support to help them succeed. Jane's consistency and hard work is really starting to pay off. Her team of coaches is growing and having success in creating their own teams as well. And as a result of that, Jane begins to qualify for the quarterly Star Diamond bonuses. These bonus pools, based on the success of the entire company, become increasingly higher the more Jane's team continues to grow and succeed. Jane's future as a coach is definitely bright. Now, while there are more details to know about our compensation program, you now know some of the main ways you'll earn income as a coach: commissions, challenge pack bonuses, Team Cycle bonuses, matching bonuses, and Star Diamond bonuses. You also have a better idea when you'll start earning income as your business grows. If you want to review what you've learned from Jane's experience, check out the Compensation Plan Highlights tool found in your coach office at any time. The easiest way to find it is just to search for Compensation Plan Highlights once you've logged into the coach office. Thank you.
Go Jane, go Jane, go, go, go. Oh yes, Jane rocks her business every time. I'm so proud of you, Jane. Okay, friends, this is it. This is all we have. This is all we have for you. Can you just see that we love to have fun and we love to smile and we love to laugh and we love to get down to business too. But my goodness, like we're so excited just to have you here, and whoever invited you here, whichever coach invited you here, reach out to them. I would love if you have any questions, you can kind of unmute yourself and ask any questions. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. You know, you don't have to have all your stuff together as you've seen tonight. I promise you just get to show up as your authentic self, which is really awesome. So if you have any questions, you can unmute. I just do want to say that if you are here tonight, you are here for a reason. There was a reason that you are sitting on this call listening to all of us speak and to us share and listen to us share and just all of the coaching things. You're here for a reason. We have incredible training. We have all the tools for you to use, and as long as you use them, you will be successful. Okay, and so I want you to connect with that coach that invited you here. Ask your questions, share what your hesitations are so we can help you work through those, because you've heard we all have them, we all still have them, but we are able to work through them through all of these tools that we use on our personal journeys too. How cool is that? We, again, appreciate you coming to hang out with us and spending your time with us. Anybody else have anything they want to add, or can anyone else unmute and ask questions if they have anything? We are so excited to welcome you to this incredible team. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody?
I honestly, like, the sky is the limit with this, you guys. Like, this can be anything you want it to be. If you want it to just to be a side thing, it can be a side thing. If you want this to be a booming business where you get to stay home and work from home and do this full time, that can happen. You know, it's all based on you and what you want to make of this. You can use this as your platform for anything that you're passionate about. You don't have to do your business like any of the other coaches out there. You have the power to do whatever you want. And that's the coolest thing. Like, what job can you do that you ultimately just get to be you, and people join you for you and what you get to bring to the table? So that's what I love about it. Like, I get to be me, and this is me. If you want to join me, hey, come join me. If it's not for you, that's okay too, because I know that this could be everything for someone who's looking for this. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I talk too much. That's it.
I love it. It's never too much. All right, so we're gonna do a drawing, okay, for any new coaches that showed up, or I'm so sorry, gosh, new coaches, you're about to be. I'm already assuming you're already there. Welcome. All right, so we're doing a drawing for anyone that showed up tonight and showed your beautiful, amazing face and took part in this. And our winner is, hang on. Amber, I was wondering what you were doing when you were shaking your head. Is Lacey Norris. Everyone clap for Lacey. So Lacey, we'll reach out to you to get your info and send a little prize your way. Thanks so much for coming. I think that's it. That's a wrap, friends. Have an incredible rest of your night. Go get some sleep.
Yes. Thank you for coming, everyone. Bye.